2-0. They don't want to take it to Mirage against CIS kids. That's their breeding ground. Playing Face It Pugs till the early hours, eh?
Yes. Always the 5 stacks.
Non-stop. And 5 out long for FORZE. Rain did get a spot in middle. But FORZE are running on by on great timing.
Yeah, they're super quick here. I like the contact long rush, man. Don't get to see it enough. And Rain, he's going to get the info. He's like, yeah, they are all long, guys. And so everyone starts to rotate up now for FaZe. The FORZE are already in the sight.
Oh, no.
Flash goes in, but Carrigan is burning, and Zorti's going to find him. Now they've got all this room. A smoke down as well. They try to take CT away.
Really
this is a really strong post plant to have.
Rops with a USP though, I don't know, I'm counting nothing out. He turns at the right time, but Shalfie decks him, and there it is for FORZE. Pistol picked up in their pocket, and that is the start. But as we learned from the beginning of Inferno as well, pistol means nothing. We had so many force buys broken back and forth. It went on for rounds.
I love that idea, though, of just the whole goal being like, yeah, they're not going to be ready for this. At the moment you have that much room down long, you're feeling so...
I agree, yeah. It's super hard when they run into bank and you're sitting there with your USP and they're running down the stairs. You can't even see their head at first.
Yeah, they just have like the... Dude, it's such a filthy angle for the Glock push, isn't it? Oh. Okay, so lovely pistol to open up out of FORZE, and now force buy back on from FaZe. How do you make these forces work on overpass? Because you know you're with Mezzy, and he's a bit of an overpass player. Something like this, bit of aggression. You like that?
It really depends, I think. Well, if you have Brokey, just give him a scout.
Oh my God! Hang on a second. Brokey is destroying them. Oh man, Brokey!
He was feeling.
They finally put a stop to him, but it's too late.
Just do this, like everyone. Just buy a scout, give it to your scout.
The Nika does move, actually. We saw him at Antwerp,
Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. That was, dude, it just felt like it was predestined that he was just going to do that. Every shot connected in a miraculous fashion. Like that first one, lovely. Second one, Jerry's fighting someone else, but then he rounds it out with that. When you lose versus the force buy, right? Because now, for some reason, your own force buy back just never hits the same, does it? Right?
Yeah.
Brokey's farming. And of course, I think a big reason for that is like FaZe don't just get the free guns that they save, you know, they're going to be reinvesting in M4s. So they've got the extra bit of firepower, the extra bit of range.
You on the A1S hype right now?
I am, yeah. I think I'm better with the silencer and it feels more comfortable for me. I think people are switching a lot still, even in our team. Like people don't know what to play.
Yeah.
And, I think you see it in the Pro League as well. People, one game they play with the silencer and the other game with the A4.
Do you think that's also like map dependent? Obviously, there's
Could be,
like Vertigo, especially. I feel like that's just a better A1S map.
Yeah, it goes away, so you have like a more angle in the sun, or however you want to call it.
Now FORZE are going to group for a B hit though. They've got a couple of smokes, a flash. Bare minimum here. Still Crad lurking in middle, but not putting on enough pressure. That being said, FaZe still have 3 on top site with the AWP as well.
Not much utility for FORZE right now.
They've just got to frag out, but clues in the name. Let's see what they can do.
Oh, the kills come up for FORZE, man. They get both the openers. B-site's already lost. Brokey lands a tag through that smoke, but they're never going to learn about it.
Did you see him? No, he didn't.
Crad might even be able to remove one of these guns.
He's got it.
Nailed
Your
it.
heart stops for a second.
Yeah, right. That first feeling, you're like, please don't 180 me. Because for some reason, everyone's so accurate on the 180.
It's just a feeling, man. This game's a feeling. Don't think, just do.
That's a nice kill to have found, but the buy's still coming in for FaZe.
Unorthodox save spot as well, just in the middle of Divider. Got a lot of angles to watch, but seems like they'll be okay.
I think it's nice that FORZE doesn't hunt as well. Like, just build up some bank, stay 5 alive.
And that they will. 2 on the board. And we're looking for a big T-side here out of FORZE to take this game. If they were ever going to make it a 3-mapper, take overpass. And they've already proven they can compete with FaZe and go head-to-head back on Inferno. Nothing is guaranteed here. It's been hard to make these games competitive. So, will FORZE run away or will FaZe regain control? Short flash for Twist. He's taking space. Shalfie hears it, but Twist is lightning fast. Rain comes in on the flank above the Molotov, and it's 2 for 1 in favor of FaZe. They reset.
Yeah, man down now as well for FORZE. So gonna need someone trying to apply a bit of pressure, because right now FaZe can sit pretty comfortably in a 2-2. They're fine with this. Zorty's gonna go back and grab the bomb, and FORZE might just group for a hit. You know, they know that no matter what site they're going into, they're still gonna hold the man advantage. They can trade their way into a post plant, but not really what they want here. You're gonna need someone to step up and go big. You've got a bit of util on Result. Flash double nade. Right now it's contact. They don't want to give up the game plan just yet. They're right at the mouth of Monster, ready to take this peak. Carrigan does a lot of damage in that fight there. And with Rops winning his engagement onto Result over at short, Zorty is thrown into the clutch, locked out by the AWP in heaven.
People think it's really hard, especially when you have like... nice kill. Especially when you play against a good CT side, right? And they know exactly what to do, they lock you down. Nice kills here by Result, though.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Like, I mean, this is one way to get a T-side round, I guess. Like, just have them out in the open, approach them with such a pace. FaZe were not ready for this speed. This round is suddenly kicked up. A lot of dust, and with Rops swinging over it long. Starts to get a bit awkward. However, Carrigan and Twists have made it flip back the other way. Suddenly, FORZE are having to drop down the connector into a last-minute B play, but FaZe are trying to remain ahead of them. They've already rotated both players down. Carrigan with the call. He put this one together, but now they've got to land the shot. And Carrigan, not a problem. Lines them both up. One man still to beat, but it's Zorty who was tagged up earlier on. 4 points of health. Carrigan has read them like a book in this round.
And he threw the nade as well, so he completely gave away his position in the 1v1. There's no like guess game. Is this a flank? Could he be coming in through heaven? The longer Zorty waits, the more Carrigan doubts. But right now he's on the money. One shot from death. Carrigan looks away. Did anyone call it? No. He didn't see. And now the fear sets in. Could he be above? Zorty's still the one on the clock. This is a nice reposition for Carrigan. Waiting for information. And he's going to get it. Zorty, if he wants to go for the clear, it will cost him all his time. He has to hit the shot. He's not going to go for it. Starting to run, getting desperate now with a stick. Carrigan creeping up on the ramp, and he's got it. FaZe saved by the in-game leader with 4.
Look at him, man. He like sits back in his chair once he's got the clutch. All that tension eases up. He's just won the 1v3 that finds a 5th round for FaZe Clan and stops the FORZE squad from breaking in. That was a 5v3 for FORZE. Result got the double opener rushing up through con.
I love how we went
that would be enough
as well on the contact of Twist.
Dude,
we're fighting him lower, and then he just swings through heaven. Really well played by Carrigan here.
I mean, that's like the experience shining through.
On hiding, making Zorty go for the objective. Nice nades. Rob spams through con. Carrigan's feeling confident now, forcing fights on short side. He's going to go even further as well. Jerry back in the tunnel, not for long. Carrigan did see one more, but 5v2. FaZe are under full control, and FORZE are under the microscope. Test subjects right now to FaZe's sick game. And this should be 6-2 when all is said and done.
Zorty's just too boxed in to do anything there. Tech9 in a dream, sure, but stolen away by the FaZe boys, who keep that round flawless as well.
Yeah, coming back to your point from OVERPASS on T-side, I think on this map especially, it's really important to be in sync with everyone. Like, I'm an underground player on T-side, and I need to be in sync with my short player and my A players, because if you leave gaps, they're gonna get shot in the back, right, from the underground. So I think that's a really, really hard job.
Towards B, and we've already kind of had FaZe like giving this illusion that they might try prodding for the short control. Over in mid, there's this exchange between Result and Rain. Goes 1-for-1 with Jerry caught in the crossfire. Shalfie still holding for B aggro. And actually FaZe decide against it. I'm assuming this is because they've got a man down. They no longer have that 3 you know, 3 men's worth of resources down towards lower, and they're just going to fully entrust the lower hold to Carrigan.
They've got their kill. They want to group together again.
Yeah, FaZe doesn't really have utility anymore. They have 1 smoke, an HE and a flash. With 40 seconds left, it's...
And at least it's on B, so it's going to go in like the right place, I guess, because the bomb's coming back down here. Gives Carrigan a little more room over towards Monster. There also isn't flashes to displace Carrigan, so they needed that opener, and Result has provided it. FaZe, they can give this a look in, right? The rotate down's pretty quick. But if they don't get a kill sooner rather than later, they might never give this one a go.
Yeah, they're gonna save. Good call.
All you can really do.
Yeah, if they're under heaven in the water, like it's so hard to come out even. Like you cannot smoke anything off, like we just said, no utility. Look at the crossfires they have as well. It's a really good call to save here, to be honest.
All right, 6-3. FORZE finally break in. They win an advantage round, which something to be said for it. Has not been guaranteed. But they still need to take a couple in a row if they want to actually have some buffer, some money.
What do you think of Overpass, Harry?
Oh, I love this map. I love this map. You know, I think it gets its fair share of stick, and maybe for good reason. But you know, I like it. I like it in pugs. I think it often creates a pretty long, tense match, right? And you know, I kind of like some of the opening moves that are available. You know, some of the smoke. You haven't had to give up that you're in middle, and you're here a little ahead of the timing that FaZe think you could be.
Yeah, you know, that's why you sometimes see, oh, bro.
No accounting for that, of course.
Yeah, can't play around that. But you'll see a fast spawn will often not smoke the molly and just go through for that exact reason. Like Harry said, you don't want to give away the info that you are through the molly. We've smoked it. We're here in numbers. Right now, FaZe have got 2 picks. Sortie is going to find Rops off the AWP, walking up into Brokey in the toilets. Nice position. And he's ready for more. Boxing himself into a little cage. Meanwhile, Rain comes in on a flank and drops that orb. So this should be FaZe onto 7. They're getting picked apart. Some very aggressive setups from FaZe in the CT side. And that, you know, that's why it's the most CT side and why it's so fun to play on the defense. You can take mid and, you know, double rush long and get that util in and play very aggressive. But also your fallback options are numerous. So many angles in toilets, so many angles back towards the A site, especially for an AWPer.
Yeah, I agree. I love it. I love to play it as well. It used to be a permaban when I was playing in the Benelux for like 4 years.
How
and
come?
then we just didn't play it in the Benelux. Like a lot of teams just ban it because maybe it's too how do you say it, too hard for us.
I mean, the whole you know, I always hear players having him as a captain.
I think he likes it a lot. I think he does it way better now as well than when I first joined. Obviously, he had the experience. He didn't have the experience back then, but I think Roy and the coach Gita like are helping him a lot, and he's like putting in the hours. He's always, let's say we meet 10:30 with practice, and then he's already at 9 just watching demos or with the coach, like just getting better and better.
That's awesome. Dedicated to the cause. Yeah. FaZe, on the flip side, they've missed their mid-molly in another round. Not ideal. Brad is all the way up, but will he clear close right here, especially with Twist beckoning him in from the bomb site.
They might have heard him pick up that molly. Well, now they know for
walking?
Sure.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's sometimes so random in CS. Sometimes you hear people picking up the nades or the bomb, and sometimes you don't. I don't know how it works.
If you're sneaking, you make no noise, right? But if you're walking over it like just normal speed, you hear the click.
Is it though? Because I was
Did
playing.
You not know that?
No, I was playing a FaZe yesterday, and one guy, like my mate Relax, was in a 1-on-1, and the enemy walked into over the bomb, and we heard it pick up like so far away. We're like,
really?
Was that the bomb?
Maybe he stepped last second.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's interesting. Test it out. But I'm pretty sure it's meant to be consistent. Twist is he, however.
Oh, there's one. Bit more damage, but couldn't find any more kills. Brokey forgot to shoot. Brokey forgot to shoot, but remembers the second time. And Carrigan can stop this plot. Gets them off of it. Brokey's now tunneled in, looking for even more. Scout over towards Banana, but lands the tag. Brokey finished off, and Sortie holds the line. FORZE pull up. They do everything to make that round happen and then some. And thanks to a couple of missed opportunities for Brokey, if he was able to get on the board a little sooner, maybe it could have been a different round.
Nice kill by Zorti though. Was it on Kerrigan? Really important headshot with the scout.
And he had the plant with Shalfie at the same time, and they hit their, or like they jump after you rather, and then they hit their head on your feet. You're accurate for that split second.
I have no clue.
I don't know if that's true. That sounds right to me, but we'll have to call an expert. Jerry out monster. Flashes into B. There's 4 players here right now. This is a mess. FaZe are just blinding them right now. This is not a round FORZE should be losing, but a pop-out monster has armed their opponents.
Krad's gotten pretty deep over towards long and might look to take some of this space.
FaZe should realize this though, that they took space on this.
Yeah, he's not going to jump the gun on moving in. He's even holding for the cross. Ooh, missed shot for Brokey, and Carrigan's dead as well. Both players that rotate up are fed to the beast, and Resalts put another one in the dirt. A 3v2 as the bomb moves in. Twist and Rops are far too removed from this round on a long flank all the way up monster. And like even if they've got all the gumption in the world and they wanted to attempt this, by the time they get up banana and into a position to try and retake, so much time has ticked off this bomb. It'll only dawn on them then that they don't have, you know, bank, that it's a CT post plant. And so this round is already FORZE's.
I think so as well, yeah. I think the best call is here to save again and try again next round.
Yeah, I mean, this was a round when they came in with an AWP and an M4. They weren't supposed to win it anyway, but it looks so good for FaZe. And
5-3 even.
Yeah, that we now have both teams win 3-on-5s. All off of that missed shot and bang for Brokey. And Rain committing, swinging out to try and take a 1v1 to Result here.
He dinks him first bullet and then doesn't hit him anymore.
That's the follow-up. It's not easy. And FORZE with a chance to take a decent buy for FaZe, round the save. Some good damage from Rops early. Oh, we heard that. The spam is saving him though. It sets him up. I can't believe Result commits after getting so beat up by that wallbang.
He kind of has to, right? If he stays, he just dies to the spam. So... And he got low already after the boost, obviously. Maybe it wasn't the smartest move, but he did what he could to get the entry still.
Now he's giving Brokey a gun.
Yeah, that's true.
FaZe with 4 rifles out of 5. And FORZE with only 4 alive. We've got a late mid-lurk for Shalfie. This could be great. There's no con rotation. He's just trying to catch Rain. Rops hits a shot before the smoke comes in. Rain now with his back open. Shalfie's time to move is now. Rain can even get set up. He re-smokes short. Buys more space, more time, 40 seconds, and look at the real estate FaZe have.
Oh, that is a lovely pick. Rob's just moved up onto the dumpster, and Zorti leads him with the AWP. Shalfie's been fed another over in the toilets. This is a 3v5 that FORZE have equalized up. Now they take the lead in. They don't know about Brokey. Still tucked in at the truck. He can stop the plant right now. There's one kill and the second. Brokey might have just saved this round after all. Shalfie is running out of time to get this kill. And Brokey dances around the truck to lock in the round. Wins it to time.
I think he even got the AWP there at the end, but what a play for Brokey. His teammate dying first coming out of dumpster, that's the sell as well.
Yeah, and they probably won't expect him anyway because he was in underground, right? He made a long rotation back.
What a play.
Yeah, really well played.
And FaZe needed that as well, just to keep this game clean for them. FORZE keep getting so...
Like every round we see, FaZe gets the entries and then suddenly it still gets into a one-on-one at the end.
Neck and neck. Fighting for the semi-finals.
I mean, this round is like the big tipping point for both teams, really. If you win this, it tees you up for a good half, no matter which side you're on. I think, you know, the bigger problem is FORZE, if they pick this up, they're looking at a 7-8 scoreline, and that is a ludicrously good T side. Rops does not want to let them have it. Fighting. from up close to the toilets. And here's the fast flank on the
coming
cards
back.
from Rain, but they're coming back, and Zorte discovers him. Rain now dead, and back into an even odds fight. With Rain falling, that actually puts a lot of pressure on FaZe. Now the whole map is a question mark. For all they know, FORZE could be routing back through T-spawn into a B play. That little jump spot onto one man over at long. Bit of info for Carrigan. But he's had to drop down lower. That weakens the A site in doing so. And this boost is far better for anyone coming up short. It leaves you in a really rough spot for the long peak. Suddenly, we're saying Twists needs to multi-kill up close with the FAMAS, or else this could be a done deal. Only one, they've disassembled the boost. But Shalfie picks up the frag on a Rops, and so Carrigan, they're asking him to clutch once again. A 1v2 this time. The captain moving up. For the retake, hidden in that smoke, there is one man right behind him. Shalfie turns, and now it's just Zorti left to beat. This would be another clutch for Carrigan on the tally. And he's hit this timing. Perfect timing. Carrigan's done it again!
Really well played by Carrigan there, faking the sound.
He knew exactly what was up. I feel like someone called that he saw feet in the smoke because he seemed so unaware, and then he just 180'd and ended him. That's such a good round for Carrigan, and Zorti, he's in his head. That's the second 1v1 Carrigan has won against this young AWP sensation. And you can see he gets nervous as well. The bomb's for him. He still crosses towards the step. Time that these FORZE players have been here. Brokey, he misjumped as well after he hit the scroll, and that guarantees his death. Another flank, so many of them. Again, FORZE are ready. They must win this round. There are no excuses. We've had enough 3v5s in this game.
Dude, Carrigan is exuding confidence right now, you know? Like, he's creeping around down towards water, and this is big. It's going to get the info that B is clear, so eventually Twists is freed up. Rain now drops the bomb. He is stuck fighting for his life, trying to fake the fallback, but they don't fall for it. Result. Another opener. Zorte holding for the con rotate. Carrigan might have been quick at taking water control, but if he tries to commit to this backstab, he's a dead man. On the swing, missed shot from Zorte. Carrigan's his kryptonite. Deagle finally gets the better of them.
Needed that.
And so now it's Twists, all alone. Back of A. They're coming his way through the smoke. He looks for that frag.
Couple of FORZE players up to no good. A spot in middle to keep FaZe honest. Lots of util for them. Not even PT50s on what is a very rangy map.
Yeah. 2 smokes. Looks like they will go into an execute then. With 2 smokes, a molly, and 2 flashes. I like the setup though. The kind of baited setup in underground. Unfortunately, they're not going there.
But they will have a fast flank on A once they realize. It's kind of similar to the
I was going to say,
it's
it's like they're running back the FORZE long sneak against them.
Yeah,
but
that's the info.
They didn't spot the CT, right? I don't think they're aware.
No.
He knows though.
Maybe.
But this late lurk again for Rops is everything.
Yeah, this is big. I like this. This is planning for the future on FaZe's side of things. Rops floating around in middle. And now the idea of rotating up Con becomes a real tricky prospect. Luckily enough, they run down Rops with the dual Berettas, get the better of him. Twist up close is also beheaded. Result gonna give up that frag to tip the scales in favor of FORZE. Rain in the bank, planted for CT. Lack of kit for FORZE. They're moving in. Rain. Oh, there's the tap. Finds the even odds. 2v2. Run out by Jerry's dualies. Tap on the bomb again. Brokey not tempted in by it. And this is where the lack of kit could come back to hurt FORZE. They're going to get on the bomb. They're sticking it. Crad had to hit that. He had to land the first bullet. One opportunity to make that happen. And he nails it.
Those are the scariest moments, right? Where you know that your teammate's on the bomb and they can't get off.
Yes. Then the shot matters a lot, and he could be back, he could be stairs.
50-50. But nails it, and Jerry, a quiet game from the captain, but he forces some important fights there, chasing down Robs and Rain to win that round. And you can see what it means to FORZE as well. They know this game has now begun. It's on. The scout, we saw what he did in round 2, last half, after losing pistol. Flash.
Now they know the AK. Yeah.
Dude, the other thing I think is just wild is, like, when you look at the util, it was, like, balanced alongside the buy, right? Like, FORZE have less util left in the round now than FaZe do.
And I love the contact walk. It's very
like this boost as well. Oh, the info.
Yeah, this is nice for Krad. Coin flip which way he goes, but he is going to start to head up towards A, so he's coming in with the backstab as a man in party. But he's just stopped running, and so Krad has got this one for free. Oof. He's heard Brokey drop down into mid. He knows he's got this gap, and there's 2 on his plate. Oh, no! Dear. That is the worst feeling. Twist with the turn, and Carrigan is in B. Up close, bested by Result. More around short. Brokey knocks him out of the round. Zorti here. Teammate tucked in over at Graffiti as well, and they swing it together to regain control.
A converted pistol. For now, there's still one more eco, but that's a weight off your shoulders, a sigh of relief. But you can see the panic in these players, man. You can definitely see the nerves. It's not always as clear. It's 100% here for FORZE. Krad overcommitting to that spray. He could have taken 2 kills, right? He could have gone for the comp player. Goes for the rifle first, makes sense. Lets the second player sneak down. But even Result there.
All right.
Flex.
All right, into the molly. You're dead. Burning alive is Twist.
Uh-oh.
Cooked. And the round is now 2. Zorti holds on from the short side, and things get really awkward for FaZe. You know, this is actually, you know, on the topic of like smokes and whatnot in Source 2, this is a round where I think, you know, if you wanted to attempt like a B rush on Overpass, I think you have more legs to do that now, right? Like with the nade smoke interactions. It's going to be easier. You no longer have to just run through the gray screen out monster and pray that someone throws a flash that's good. And he normally, even if they do and the guy's full blind at monster,
still mouse wanting you.
Yeah, he's spamming into a hole that can only fit players in 1 by 1. So, you know, it normally feels like a really good fight for a CT, even if they're blind, right? You feel like you see them go 1 for 1 more often than not.
Having played the last day of the group, playing 2 BO3s in a day, and the long one against Eternal Fire that went the distance, Crimson that 14-14 clutch. I mean, how do you conserve energy? How do you last so long in Counter-Strike playing multiple BO3s?
Well, I think it's really hard to do, especially you could see that the second BO3 we played was really sloppy by us, but we had a really good mindset, like, doesn't matter, we're winning the rounds, doesn't matter how they look like, as long as we win this game. Yeah. That's the only thing that matters right now. Everyone was super tired, drunk the second monster. Like, it was hell, but we managed to pull
when you're
through.
into the 9 PM monster, you know you've made some bad life choices.
For the last map, even we have like a policy, no sugar, because then your sugar levels go like this.
They spike.
And then for the last map, Sam Wilson said, take sugar, you need the energy right now, take sugar, take sugar.
You guys can crash after the game, it's fine.
Oh, there's a crash and a wallop in the B
like
side.
That. Good flash, tees them up for the opener, but Jerry still holds on, won't let them in, not for free, takes another out of the round. Can Jerry close with the deagle? Beautiful round from the captain of FORZE. He struggled in this game, but right there, he puts up a valiant defense down at the B site. The boys are starting to believe on the FORZE side. They can feel that they're pulling ahead in this game. There's another buy round coming down the pipeline for FaZe. Gonna feature the AWP, gonna have all the bells and whistles that they could want.
What does Mezzy call here? Second gun round. I haven't got a single T-side round now. Where do you go? Default? Do an exec?
Yeah, I think working the map a little bit.
Back through the smoke though, so it came at a cost for Rops. And that's a perfect peek for Rain. Crouching in, Shalfie shocked at the shot. And a 5v4 for FaZe.
Okay, they get that one, but now they learn about the AWP and connector. Now Krad's here up on, just hops on down actually, but that's fine. Krad's still here, trying to help out over in the connector. He's gotten out of there, could get flanked by Rops in mid, but now Rops bides his time and his teammates are paying the price for it, but he should be able to get this. Krad has outbrained him big time. Rops is left kicking himself. Zorti's even wrapping long, and Rops is going to miss this timing. This isn't one that he'll pick up on.
Brokey just turned around. He just cleared the flank. This timing's perfect for Zorti. He needs to take the shot now. He's got it. Brokey got 2v3.
Rops can still catch him here on the cross. He can make up for everything, but he's missed the timing. So now Carrigan all alone inside of the site, but this guy's been a clutcher. Rops with the backstab lands, and now it's left to Krad. 1v2, and it's not a round meant for Krad. It's not a round he's meant to win, and he knows it.
They're coming. Ooh, does he die? No, he's going to get out. 10 rounds.
Saying about drops as well, right? Again, he's super slow, but it makes them win the round.
Yeah, you know, some of you may die, but that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Yeah.
That's the...
Trusting your teammates.
Yeah.
It looks really bad if the other guys die and they're like, what's drops doing? But now it works out perfectly.
FaZe finally win a T-side round, though. Very important. Oh, result. Oh my god, he's going for it with flashes as well. They're not going to land because Robs is so passive in the back here. What a clear for Jerry. Eviscerates him through the fence.
Great info here for FORZE.
They lock out the monster. The whole tunnel, the whole T-spawn, smoked out. They don't even need to play it. It just means FaZe have to dedicate time, resources.
Yeah. Really nice that they leave it. Like you said, they need to retake the B lobby control, right? With flashes or anything. Well, Kerrigan is doing it now without anything, but could be still someone there, right? Takes 20, 25 seconds.
And this like little right angle, like underneath the stairs, is brutal. And you can see that like Kerrigan trying to clear all of these has left him vulnerable to Jerry.
Yeah.
Over towards Monster.
And again, they shut the door. Another re-smoke. A flash through, though. FaZe are coming in. And Jerry mauls Twist. Rain's too low. The pistol's out. Kerrigan trades, but it's a mess for FaZe. Is this calculated CS? What the hell are we watching?
This is CS. No, I think it's really well played as well by FORZE, that they're just giving up the angle and then going on top of the jail. You see it works out. They need to clear it and they see the feed. And it's like so uncomfortable for FaZe.
But that seems so desperate for FaZe to just be jumping through the monster smoke one by one. I mean, losing the B lobby control, they retake it, but the force towards B.
Yeah, you know, a part of me just kind of envisions, and maybe Fashy, you can even shine some light on it more. But like, you know, they've given up mid control, right, to go back and retake lobbies. So now they don't want to spend all that time again having to go and re-clear mid. And on top of that, you know that you've gotten one of the smokes out of the B players when they deep
pissed. And for good reason. FaZe had a great first half. Very committed with the AWP. Con gets cleared. B water abandoned. But interest lies for Jerry. With a Molotov, he's going to take it. Spamming the smoke, committing to this one. The captain's clash again, but he gets spammed by Robs, leaving the B site.
Good awareness from Robs there.
What a save.
Well, I kind of hope they try to go back A now, right? Because they've given up like the idea that there's players over towards Monster, that there's a lot of attention down towards water. That's going to keep FORZE with bodies down towards B.
Yeah, great spam. Reading the situation perfectly.
Now the AWP.
Yeah, Zorty's been annoying with this AWP. He has been uprooting a lot of these FaZe rounds. He's sat, you know, near top of the board for his team, 21 kills deep. He's been a very consistent piece of the puzzle across this map. And so FaZe try to dodge him altogether. They've kind of double faked this one, right? They up and left B. After getting that opening kill onto Jerry there, pumped util into the A site, forcing the rotate out of FORZE, and now they play it a B a little later in the round. It's a double fake, and FORZE fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. This is a FaZe round all damn day.
Yeah, great call, saving again. Make sure you don't lose anybody and you're fine. You're still 13-11 up after this one with money. Full buy, doesn't really matter that you lose this round.
Could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always think, like, if you're the team in the lead, you're on, like, the more favored side, at least normally within this map's, like, history, right? And on top of that, you know, if you were ever going to, what I was going to say is, like, if you were ever going to lose a round, this is the way you want to lose a round, right? Like, getting out with 4, you only lose one guy, and then you just fully play around that kind of opening move. Forced into a save, sure.
Yeah, we always, in Ecstatic, Bird from Sky always had a philosophy that once we're on 15 and we need like one round and like 15-10 or something, he doesn't mind stacking 5 on the bomb side and just saving, because we just, like, you probably gamble right once, right?
Yeah.
Mid-round, so.
It's interesting.
Over into mid. Gonna force Crad out of the divider. Twist wins a fight down in Con, and this was a 5v4 now. Immediately equalized thanks to Zorty's AWP over towards B. But now that they've spotted that AWP, normally Zorty's taken the big green over towards A and caused problems for FaZe. It's been enough for them to want to avoid playing into this side of the map. But they've just seen it down on the B site. And so now they look to go. Jerry in the connector could find the bomb. Brokey's made a bit of noise, but that nade will seal Jerry's fate. And now it's left to Zorti. 1v2. He's already here. He's already up over the dumpster, and he's been spotted as well. Might want to try and come through this smoke, but they are holding him, and as he jumps across, he falls.
Desperate times, man. He thought he was still behind default, but Rain going wide to cover the bomb's path is perfect.
Nice call to speed up an A as well. When the AWP got a big monster, you can only, how do you say it? You can only see rifles on A side, so it's easier duels, right? You're not afraid of the AWP peeking default and killing you a banana.
Oh, it was a smooth peek to begin at all, but yeah, they avoid him completely, and Zorti in another clutch, this time can't convert. Very difficult round. FORZE feeling the pressure. Krad's getting pinched here. Do they clear him from top, or do they go right by? Twist is going to do it on his own. He should be fine, but ooh, that's awkward. Still a trade for Karrigan. Second player ready to activate. Results coming in, and Karrigan's going to flash him.
You'll take that if you're FORZE, right? A 1-for-1 out of the CZ down in connector. That feels quite nice. Now you've even got Resalt floating around, and this fight on a Karrigan's weighted pretty heavily. Resalt moving in, so and close. Karrigan beheads him. So the hero gun is out of the round. Both the guns that are dropped are locked in connector with Karrigan. And so for FORZE, the hope of winning this one has sailed by with that kill there. Nade onto the site. Brokey finishes off the point man. And Karrigan controls the spray in the connector. This is 13. This is a tie game. Shalfie's going to try and grab one of these dropped guns. But you can already see how little Karrigan cares about this P2. He does not want to give over these guns down in connector.
4 more for Karrigan as well. He's had a fantastic map encounter here. He's been winning so many crucial rounds for FaZe. And even just making sure those pistols don't get out of control, trading twists and con.
This is scary now, right? Because in the little break, me and Fash were having a conversation about, you know, like what separates teams that are on the come up from the teams that are, you know, proven in tier 1, and how the margins aren't super huge, but when you're in, like, you know, the stage environment, when you're...
Just closed it.
Yeah.
3 straight, ended the map.
FORZE is not afraid to do anything though. Like they're not sitting on site. They're still trying to get for picks, get the info. Sometimes you see it as well, that you just stand on site and like hope for the best. But I really like that they still go out short here.
Ooh. Heavy on short, but FaZe round monster.
This is nice though, right? Zorti and Resalt have been the 2 power players, and they're both on B in the right moment. Good trade for Brokey. He was full blind as he dealt with Resalt. But this one, you know, you've tried your opening move. It's not panned out. You're left in a 2v4 with just under a minute left on the clock. Some teams might even think about saving here. But our FaZe, some teams, util goes over. Rain tries to peek with this. Here's the AWP fire off. As he has a little more room, but dealt with by Jerry, who goes on to double up, and FORZE will not relinquish this lead yet.
Jerry's never scared to wide swing you. You know, it doesn't matter whether he had no one there to trade him,
yeah, you know,
he just goes for it.
I think it makes sense as to why Jerry, because he had a rough start to this game, but I think it makes sense that he's like started to rise back up and feel more influential as to how, like, you know, the last, say, like 15 rounds of
Zorti making very risky moves right now. If they just peek him con, they kill him, but he's checking everywhere and nowhere.
Again, they're not afraid to take control when they get the space. I really like this by FORZE.
Will this be a stoic setup? Will they stay here at B, or are they going to rotate a third up, though? They have so much info.
I think they will rotate up soon.
Ooh, but through con, that's dangerous. Jerry finds out. Twist, a minute, walks through connector with Robs, and they find another entry as well. These are crucial opening kills for FaZe, and keep in mind the money of FORZE is on the line. Do they fight for this?
Got a great angle here.
Yeah, this is
behind him.
This is a power position with the AWP. It's just how long will he go without checking the connector?
Oh, she walks through here.
Moving up, putting some distance between him and Con, but they peek him over the top of Dice. Shalfie's threaded the needle through the smoke. Shalfie trying to save the round. Zorti is to flick back, and he can't fight into the connector. And so now Shalfie is 1 man against 3. He looks to run for the hills, looks to get out of there. Does not think this is a winnable round. Trying to wrap back down the long side while he knows FaZe have middle is scary. But he will just etch a little path out for himself. Get out with the AK. FaZe, they find the equalizer again. 14 all.
They're gonna play for overtime now. Or
I don't even want to ask the question, because last time they...
Oh, no!
They forced last time, didn't they? And that was the decision they came to regret. It cost them everything. Nice. Customize that t-shirt, I see. But 14-14 and a horrific decision to make. What is... Oh, well, they bought.
They're buying.
They're
They're
buying.
3 and 4s. It's not even a bad buy. Like,
No,
it's not like 5-7s or something.
No.
And it felt like it
Couple
left
4-8
them with a little less time. Now, FORZE are going to start to bring everyone up towards A.
Oh, this is nice. But FaZe still have very good timing there. At the minute mark, they're already up all the way through toilets and long. It looks like they want to go. The stack is just getting assembled. The flank is a question for later. 50 seconds on the clock and FaZe flash through.
Oh, Zorti was blind, but still takes one of the grave, and Crad with a backstab. Crad, this could be the round. They turn around and watch it. Rops is aware. And now Shalfie through the long smoke, once again trying to manipulate these smokes that FaZe have thrown in. Shalfie does all he can. It's Jerry left in the clutch, and he wins it. 1v2 for the captain of FORZE. And they know how important that was.
I swear he had 5 kills at half. This guy has popped off in the second. And FORZE's buy pays off.
That is so perfect, though, because it's in that moment where if you're on FORZE and you're looking at Jerry in the 1v2, that is going to pick you up. Watching them win that with an MP9, the guy who's been leading you throughout this game, throughout this tournament. Get up there, Jerry.
Looking to give out some haircuts. He's with the spray. They get a lot of damage, but now they know FaZe are coming.
Right out through Monster. Brokey can't find the openers. FaZe are getting churned up. That third map is still waiting in the wings. And it's looking like it's going to come through. Carrigan, 1v5 when the round began. And now...